So let's go right into it. The number one need of a woman is love and admiration. These are some of the things that I've shared before, but I really want to elaborate on certain things today. Love and admiration. What we want to do in marriage, and see, these are things that we need to talk about in church, because if we don't talk about them in church, then we learn from social media, we learn from the world, and we need to see what's the biblical perspective. What does God have to say about sex? What does God have to say about love? What does God have to say about adoration? And what does God have to say about communication? So I want to talk a little bit about that on today. The number one need of a woman is love and admiration. She needs love and admiration. That's why the Bible communicates, love your wives like Christ loved the church. Communicates to the woman to respect your husband, or submit unto your husband like the church is to submit to Christ. But he says, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. So above anything else, that's what she needs. I need to know that I'm loved. I need to know that you adore me. I need to know that I'm number one in your life. I need to know that with all of my flaws, with my inconsistencies, with my ups and with my downs, I need to know that I am number one. I need to know that I am loved. I need to know that. More than anything, I need to know when I'm not looking my best, when I'm not feeling my best, I need to know that I'm loved. When this is not a performance, I need to know that I don't have to be on 10 every day, but you still love me. I don't have to be excellent every day, but I know that I'm loved by you. Love me like Christ loved me. Christ loved me, and he loved all of me, my flaws and everything about me. And I need to see that in you. Before I say I do, I need to see that in you. And I need to say I do to a person that's going to be able to carry me, that's going to be able to hold me, that's going to be able to give me those things that Christ has given me. If you're a true man of God, then I need you to do that. I need your love, and I need your adoration. I need you to adore me. I need to be your number one. See, I understand that you have a baby mama. I understand that, but I need to make sure, I need to be number one. And also, even with kids, I need to be number one. I need to be, I want you to hear me, I need to be before your kids. I need to be before our kids. I need to be number one in your life. I need to be before your mama. I need to be before your dad. I need to be before your business. I need to be before your church. I need to be number one in your life. The only thing before me is God, period. And I need to feel that. I need to feel, I need to I want you communicating that I am your number one. I know we got, I got some stepchildren, and I love them, and I care about them, and I love them like they mine, but I need to know that I am number one in your life, and I'm going to do everything in my power to treat them like my own, but I need to know that I'm your number one. It's very important. I need to know that she doesn't have any interest in this house, that when she calls, you don't have to go into another room and talk to her. Whatever type of beef that we have, whatever type of situation, whatever type of tension that we may have, I need to know that there's a certain time that she can't call. I need to know that I am number one in your life. When I said I do to you, I said I do to you. I said I do. I believe I am number one. I will be your number one. That's what I interpreted when you said you do to me. I'm your number one. Period. So husbands, we must communicate our admiration and love to our wives. We have to compliment our wives. Tell them how beautiful they are. The best assurance a husband can possibly have that his wife will never have an affair. And see, these are the things we have to talk about. How can we build an affair-proof marriage? Because see, I counsel too many couples, so and there's affairs that take place. So how can we build an affair-proof marriage? How can it be just you and I until death do us part? We made a vow before God. We made a covenant before God and before you all. So how can we build an affair-proof marriage? And me and you have to understand that just because she don't like sex like you like sex doesn't mean that she's not tempted. Doesn't mean that the enemy is not bothering her. Doesn't mean that he doesn't tempt her in the same way that he tempts us. So how can we build an affair-proof marriage? One guy said the best assurance a husband can possibly have that his wife will never have an affair is an atmosphere of praise and encouragement that he creates in which she can live in. If he would do this, his wife would be drawn to him and she would be hungry for love And she would not be hungry for love when someone else comes along offering compliments and affection. Sometimes we don't give love and we don't give compliments and we don't give affection, and she becomes hungry for compliments and affection because you're not giving it to her. So once she leaves your presence and she's at work and she's in her profession, he's saying that you're beautiful. See, on her best day, you'll compliment her. But on her worst day, when she got rollers in her head or she got a scarf on her head, you say nothing to her. But he'll say that you look good when she feel like she's a 4. And it's impressive to her. Man, this what I got on. This how I look. I had this in my head. And you still say that I'm nice looking. And it's impressive to her. But she want to hear that from you. And so we have to ensure that we don't allow her to be starving for compliments outside of a marriage. I'm in this marriage with you. I want you to compliment me. I want you to talk to me. I want you to say something to me. I want you to love me. I want you because I put this lipstick on for you. I put this makeup on for you. And you just act like I didn't even exist. But when I go here, he's saying that you are gorgeous. You look stunning. And it does something to me. And I don't want to go to him because of a compliment. But reality is reality. And we have to get over the fact, men, to say, that's just not me. That's just, I'm just not that type. You know you look good. Open up your mouth and say it. How can I build an affair-proof marriage? How can we do it? I want to share some things with you. See, an affair doesn't start in the bedroom. Oftentimes you can have an affair and it starts with an emotional affair. See, some of us have not had we've not had a physical affair, but we had an emotional affair. So nothing has taken place, but this is just the guy that he make you feel some kind of way when he's around because he's charming, he's charismatic, and he just says things, and he has confidence, and he has something that you like and something that your husband is not giving you. And it can be dangerous. Listen, I read in this article, said when women think of sex as being primary, that's the 30% I still got to give you women. Most affairs start from male and female emotional before physical affairs. A relationship between a person and someone other than their spouse that affects a level of intimacy, emotional distance, and overall dynamic balance in marriage. So it's things like this: recreational companionship. Don't allow someone to meet a need that only your spouse should meet. There's certain things that only your spouse should meet. So you don't allow anybody to meet this particular need. In other words, having secret conversations with them. Conversations that you can't share with your spouse about. When you have to delete messages because it wasn't sexting, but it's just, it was a little inappropriate, or that it went a little too long, and if your spouse saw this message, they would feel some kind of way. So in order to have an affair-proof marriage, I have to make sure that I set up safeguards to prevent myself from going there. Emotional affair. How you know when you're in one. This is how you know when you're in one. You share personal thoughts or stories with someone of the opposite sex. This is how you know. You feel a greater emotional intimacy with him or her than you do with your spouse. It's like he know what to say to me, and he can talk to me, and I just, we just gel together. We just vibe together. It's something about our vibe. You start comparing him or her to your spouse and begin listening why your spouse doesn't add up. See, at first, he just didn't empty the garbage, but now it's just, he don't empty the garbage, he don't work out. You just complaining a little bit more than how you were complaining because you hanging with this cat who work out, and he's a man. You long for and look forward to your next contact or conversation. I don't really like him, and you ask me if I liked him, I say no, but somehow, some way, you just long for the next contact or conversation with him. You start changing your normal routine or duties to spend more time with him or her. You feel the need to keep conversations or activities involving him or her a secret from your spouse. I'm just, because I know how he feel about him, so I'm just not going to say anything. I know how he already thinks something going on because he look good, so I'm just not going to tell him when we had a conversation. You fantasize about spending time with, getting to know, or sharing a life with him. You spend significant time alone with him or her. When a man constantly criticizes, hear this, men, when a man constantly criticizes his wife or make her dig for shallow compliments, she reflects her insecurity. So in other words, she have to dig for shallow compliments from you. Because you don't come out and say, you are beautiful, you are a king, you are a queen, you look gorgeous, baby, you are a dime piece, man. You don't say that, so she's looking for shallow compliments. The very look thing, man, you look nice today. She's trying to hang on that because there's not an environment that you've created that she want to get into and dig into. So it reflects her insecurity. Women naturally gravitate to people and places where they will receive compliments about themselves. So she want to be complimented. So she naturally gravitates to people who go compliment her. Men do also. For a woman to have to go outside of her home to receive praise is an indictment on her husband. I have to go outside of my house to receive praise. For my work, for what I do, for my intellect, for my intelligence, for my singing, for whatever. I have to go outside of my house to receive praise. That is an indictment on the husband. What often comes next is even more serious. What tempts marriage couples, men, we got to understand what tempts a woman to have an affair. It's not sex. Women have affairs because they meet a man who will talk to them and make them feel special. Yeah. They meet a man that'll talk to them and make them feel special. He just, dude don't even look good, but he talked to me. Dude ain't fine, but he know how to say what need to be said to me. He don't look good, but he's affectionate. He pays attention to me. He's concerned about me. He asks me about me. He's into me. He's not just shallow, and he communicates with me. I want love and admiration from you. Number 2, affection. Affection. And not just sexual affection. She needs non-sexual affection. A kiss without sex. Some of us think that foreplay begins at 9:30 at night. When you say, what's up? But she's been at work all day, or at home all day, or wherever she's been all day. You ain't sent the text. You hadn't called. You hadn't said anything. When you called about the bills. You called about, hey, look, did you ever pay this right here? You called about the children. You called about, or you didn't call, or you didn't answer your phone, or you just sent a blank text message. And for her, foreplay begins with a text message early in the day. Foreplay begins when Don came home and Al had roses and whatever he had on Facebook that looked good. So ain't no woman here. Those are the kind of things, men. If you want something to happen tonight, then you got to do something in the daytime. You just come to the house and expect, look, it need to go down. Let me find this scripture. Your body don't belong to you. It belonged to me. And she said, let me find that scripture. Love me like Christ loved the church. I feel like I'm being used. I feel like if I sleep with you, I feel like you're raping me. You ain't, where's the foreplay? I'm trying to kiss you. That's the foreplay. That's the foreplay. No, the text message is the foreplay. A rose is a foreplay. A card is a foreplay. A call is a foreplay. Just checking on you. You being into me, that's foreplay to me. You listening to me, listen to me ramble, that's foreplay to me. I know you want some, but I want some too. I want some affection. I want a compliment. So it happens well before the bedroom. Starts with a card, it starts with roses, starts with a kiss before you leave the house. Listen, statistics says that 20 to 30% of people that kiss their spouse before they leave the house are 20 to 30%. No, a kiss before you leave the house, people are 20 to 30% less likely to have accidents. Come on, y'all. Because they are happy. 20 to 30% less likely to have accidents when you kiss your spouse before they leave the house. Because she's leaving happy. So we don't just leave the house and we gone. We don't just leave the house and I get up, you still sleep. Leave the house and in certain things, let me kiss you. Baby, I love you. Have an awesome day. Have a wonderful day. Hug her. Rub her back a few minutes. Ask her about the Breeze trip. Ask her about what happened at work. Listen to everything about it. Don't be on your phone while she's telling you about it. Man, God, he really moved and he did that. Oh, okay, cool. And you trying to get, man, I miss you so much. And you trying to go right. No. Listen to her. Affection. Listen. Men, take it down or get the app, because here you go. Hug and kiss your wife and tell her you love her every morning. These are just a list of things that I communicated with us before. He said, hug and kiss your wife and tell her that you love her every morning while you're still in bed. Rub her back for a few minutes before you get up. That's one thing. Another thing, tell her that you love her while you are having breakfast together. Another thing, kiss her and tell her that you love her before you leave for work. Another thing, call her during the day and ask how she is doing and that you love her. Another thing, after work, call her before you leave and tell her when you will be home and tell her that you love her. And especially if there's been some trust issues, let her know when you're coming home. Then we'll get up at 5. I got to stop off my mom's house right here. Let her know and don't make her feel funny by asking you what time you coming home. Buy her flowers on the way home at least once a week. And you choose what you do. With a card that tells her that you love her. With a card or whatever a note, do something, but let me invest in this marriage, because I can talk about what I'm not getting and what she's not doing, but what am I not doing? And am I truly investing in her? See, I'm getting what I'm putting in. And maybe she's giving me what she's getting. I know she got a responsibility, but I got a responsibility as well. So men, I'm talking like they not here because they got the information on last week. So it's for us. When you arrive home from work, give her a big hug and kiss and spend a few minutes talking to her about her day, about how her day went. Don't do anything else before you have given her your undivided attention. Say it again. Right. When you arrive home from work, give her a big hug and kiss and spend a few minutes talking to her about how her day went. Don't do anything else before you have given her your undivided attention. Don't cut on the game. Grown man, don't get on Xbox. I ain't saying not play it, but not just that's what you're going to do. No, not as soon as I get in the house. I'm trying to see, how was your day? What happened today? Did you have a great day? Did you have an awesome day? Tell me about it. If you want to get on the Xbox, whatever you do, then you go and do it. I'm getting on Sports Center as soon as I get in the house. No. How was your day? Don't do anything else before you have given her your undivided attention. Tell her that you love her as you are having dinner with her. Help her. Help her clear off the table and wash and dry the dishes with her. That's foreplay. You're turning her on. She getting, Hercules. This is stuff that I had to learn, and I'm still learning. Oh, help her clean off the table. When my wife came home last night, the house was clean. Yeah. I got her brakes done. I got the brakes done. It was just a thing that was broke in the car. I got that fixed. Got something else done. Got a car for her. And I just listened to her. Now, tonight I'm gonna cash in on my investment. I listen. For real? What? He moved like that? Tell me more. The jet skis, Don was on the jet skis going 40 miles an hour. Oh my goodness. Hazel was going to hit the man. Show me the video, girl. Show me the video. All along, I'm like, uh-huh. Soon as I get through preaching, it's on and popping. Amen. 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 But what I really wanted to do when she walked through the door, y'all don't have no church, y'all. I know but what I really wanted to do, man, listen, what she is? She out there in the hallway? Oh, yeah. I wanted to do what I did. That's what I wanted to do. The very thing I did. Yeah. What I really want, listen, I care about Breathe. I care about the ladies. I care about how God moves. But it's been a minute now. You've been gone. Pastors need love too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the song Gigolos? Never mind. If you under 35, you don't know that. You don't know that. Oh, number 10, hug and kiss her and tell her you love her in bed before you both go to sleep. And then you might not go to sleep. Amen. But she needs to know that your moves are not always sexual. Let me, I don't want to get this to you ladies. My God, maybe I ain't going to get this to y'all ladies. No, because this is not going to be in your favor. But I want to get a 30%. Y'all can handle it. No, I ain't going to do it. Let me keep, I'm going to keep, y'all going to keep saying this. Y'all, the men going to get excited about what I'm. It's all right. Men, let me tell you this before I get on there. Listen, Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 5 says, if a man has recently married, he must not be sent to war or have any other duty laid on him. For 1 year, he is to be free to stay at home and bring happiness to the wife he has married. Amen. So it said, pay attention to her. You got 1 year. Amen. That's a blessing. Ladies, I'm going to give you this. This is just an article I read. And I'm going to come back, so I'm just going to give the men, I'm going to give them something to cheer about a little bit. This article just almost blew me away. It said, when women think of sex as being primarily a physical need for a man, when women think of sex as being primarily a physical need for a man, but it isn't, when that's how you think of it, one of the man's deepest emotional need is to feel that his wife desires him. Listen, one of his deepest emotional needs is to feel that his wife desires him. And if he sees that his wife desires him, it gives him a sense of well-being in all the other areas of his life. If you desire me, if you're intimate with me, then I feel that you desire me, and it gives me a sense of well-being in all the other areas of my life. But if she shows big size, okay, come on, let's do it. Yeah, y'all, see, listen, because some of y'all do it, but it's how you do it. Come on, I know, I got it, okay, I got to do it. Out of a duty, you do it reluctantly. See, if God love a cheerful giver, I love a cheerful giver as well. Give it to me cheerfully, woman of God. Never mind, don't give it to me begrudgingly. Y'all ain't gonna church with me. And some of y'all, the people that get mad, hey, you don't talk like that in church. Well, we don't talk like this in church. This way need to go down there because you need a holy marriage. And some of y'all men cheating because you don't give them none. And some of y'all wives cheating because we don't love them how we supposed to love them. So we need to build an affair-proof marriage. Amen? Yeah, because it's too many of us, we're in the office and we're looking sideways. And you ain't talking about that then when we looking sideways at each other, somebody that stepped out. But if she shows a big sigh, okay, fine. Let's get this over with. Then it is clear to him that she doesn't desire him. He's no good at trying to make her feel amazing. He must completely I mean, he must be completely undesirable. That's how he's feeling. And that she doesn't really care about him the way that she says she does. In the research with men, it was very clear that women, although certainly not all, simply have a difficult type of desire than men. We need to be approached differently. Most women simply don't think about sex as often as men do. But let's look at the I love you parallel for a moment. The research was just as clear that men love their wives, but simply don't think about saying words such as I love you as often as women might want to hear either. Yet, we rightly expect that men be purposeful about developing new habits of showing love. We rightly expect them to learn how to do that and to do it enthusiastically rather than under compulsion, because it is so emotionally important to us as women. So it's saying that, listen, if you want him to be creative in how he tell you that he loves you, then you need to make sure that you're creative in how you're being intimately involved with him. Because it's a challenge for him to communicate, look, I love you, I love you, I love you. And it may be a challenge for you to be sexually involved with him. But it's very important to you because you don't want him to say, somebody said this before, like, how many times, if the woman is saying this to the man, how many times a week you want to do it? That's like him saying, how many times a week you want me to tell you I love you? How many times a week you want me to show you affection? How many times a week you want me to give you some roses? How many times a week you want me to say, I care about you? How many times? So I have to look at it and say, it doesn't matter if she's giving me sex or not. I have to make sure that I'm loving her like Christ loved the church. Amen. Number 2. Oh, yeah, we got to go home. Oh, no, number three. Security. Woman needs security. She needs security. She's looking for a man to be, your protector and a provider. She needs to know that he got her. He got her. I got you covered. She needs to know that if the bills are not being paid, that if he has to get 3 jobs or 4 jobs, he's willing to do it. She's looking for somebody with provision, a leader. She needs somebody to direct her, to show her, look, this is where we are going. She needs somebody who covers her and gives her security, but covers her spiritually, physically, as well as emotionally. She's looking for a spiritual leader. She's looking for somebody who protects her spiritually. I need to know, I may be more spiritual than you are right now, but I need you to get in this thing and get the word of God in you so you can carry me spiritually. You can carry me physically. If somebody try to break in here, you ain't the first one. You running, you getting under the bed, and I'm still laying here in the bed. And you're covering me emotionally. So I need security. Adam wasn't security for Eve when she was talking to the serpent. He left her hanging. She talking to the devil, and the Bible says that Adam was right there. And all this talking that he was doing, but in this very moment right here, he ain't got nothing to say. But the enemy is in his house. And he could have shut it down. And he could have spoke up, but he did not cover her. He did not protect her. How did you allow this to happen? How did you not protect me? How did you not protect my space? How did you not protect me emotionally? You did not see that I was tired? How did you not encourage me to take some time off? How did you not encourage me? How did you not get the kids and you take the kids and you put the kids to bed and you take the kids to school? Because you're protecting me emotionally. Because I'm going through a lot and I need you to see that in me. Because Christ sees that in me. I need you to see that I'm tired and see that I'm drained. And all you want to do is talk about humping. That's all you want. And I'm tired and I'm drained and I'm exhausted and I've been working all day and I come home and I got to make sure everything is done at the house and I got to check the kids' homework, and you just sitting over here and you think because you come home and I ain't got no problem with you cheating and you pay all the bills, then it's supposed to just be all good. It is not all good. I need a little more from you. So I need security. Number 4, I need intimacy. She needs intimacy. She needs open, honest, and intimate conversation. Open, honest, intimate conversation. Another example is a wife who gives her husband the exclusive right to meet her need for intimate conversation whenever they talk together with a depth of honesty and openness not found in conversation with others. She finds him to be the source of her greatest pleasure. Y'all miss that. Whenever they talk together with a depth of honesty and openness not found in conversation with others, she finds him to be the source of her greatest pleasure. But when he refuses to give her the undivided attention that she not needs, but that she craves, he becomes associated with her greatest frustration. So I got to look for this outside of my home. And I'm violating if I look for this outside of my home. But Mr. Brother, Mr. Man, Mr. Leader, Mr. Christ-like, Mr. CEO, Mr. Boss, you're not giving it to me. And it make it difficult for me to lay here and open myself up to you, how I need to open myself up to you, and I'm not getting what I need from you. Some women simply go through their marriage frustrated, but others cannot resist the temptation to let someone else meet their important emotional need. So some wives, they just go through their marriage frustrated, like, man, I'm just frustrated. He don't love me, and that's how it's going to be, and I'm just going to be in this frustrating marriage. And some women, they say, look, I'm not, that ain't me. That ain't my story. That's not how I'm going to live my life. So they want out. Or they say, you know what, I'm going to get my needs met, but I'm going to get it met outside of this home because you can't meet them. It's not that I wanted to cheat. It's not that I'm out there. It's not that I'm going, but you're just not doing what I need you to do. And when they do an affair, it's likely the outcome. Honest and openness. He looks into her eyes in love and it tells her what he's really thinking. That's what he's talking, he's communicating with her. He's letting her know what he is really thinking. He explains his plans and actions dearly and completely because he regards himself as responsible for her. He wants her to trust him and feel secure. Open and honest conversation. He listens to her. And listen, when she talks to us men, they don't want us to fix it. So when she's talking about a problem at work, she don't want us to fix the problem. She wants to just talk about the problem. And she wants us to nod our heads and keep talking. And say, wow. And say, really? And say, for real, baby. And say, come on. You serious? She did what? Show none. Oh, yeah, that was green now. She don't want you to say, look, this is what you need to do right here. She said that about you. This is what you need to do. I want you to go in there and you're going to tell her. Then you're going to send her a letter of resignation. Then as soon as you go in and send her a letter, then you're going to, she ain't ask you. Now, if she wants that from you, she's going to ask you, what do you think that I should do? If she does not say, what do you think that I should do? Don't give her the advice. Let her talk. Come on, ladies, you better come on now. Let her talk. Let her communicate. Because that's what a friend going to do. And she wants you to talk and listen to her and not try to fix it. And not try to fix her. Not try to fix the problem. Men, we fixers. And our mindset is, if you brought us the problem, then you must want us to fix it. You brought it to us. But no, that's not what she's thinking. I didn't necessarily bring you this problem to fix it. But I brought you this problem because I wanted to have some dialogue with you. So let me ramble. She want to talk. Intimacy, closeness. That's what she's looking for. She want to know that you know what's going on in her world. Sometimes she wants you to just let her ramble. Let her just ramble. And sometimes you know, and I had that really bad. Like, come on, get to the point. Come on, what? Come on. I mean, you already said that. Come on. Okay. All right, so you said that once. Okay, all right. Okay, you all right. And then when nighttime came, I got attitude. Listen, when you throw bricks, she builds a wall with the bricks that you threw at her. When you throw bricks, when you say little things, when you down her, when you demean her, when you're not compliment her, when there's not an environment of compliments and love and adoration and affection and intimacy, the same bricks that you threw at her is what she build walls with those bricks. Intimacy is being intimacy. You know what I'm saying? It's she saying that you're into me. You're into my world. You're into my business. You're into my ministry. You're into what's going on at work. You're involved. You are into me. See, you into my world. You think it was Golden Mack. Said you don't have to make love to her body. Just make love to her mind. You understand what I'm saying? So that's pimp talk. That's pimp talk. You know what I'm saying? But it apply in kingdom business as well. Don't go after my body. Stimulate my mind. Talk to my mind. And if you get my mind, she said the body gonna come. You married, girl? You married? Oh, bless the Lord. Amen. Amen. The guy said that he was talking about a woman that he was pimping. And he said, she done gave me $200,000 and I ain't even touched her. Yeah. So what he's saying is that, listen, I done made love to her mind. She's giving me $200,000. I ain't even touched her body. So if that's on some worldly and secular and ungodly stuff, how much more if we talk to our woman and stimulate her mind and talk to her emotions and be intimate with her? Colossians 3:19 says, husbands, love your wives and do not be harsh with them. 1 Peter 3:7 says, husbands, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives. Here you go. And treat them with respect as the weaker partner and as heirs with you of the gracious gift of life. This is the one that got me. So that nothing will hinder your prayers. I'm being mean. I'm being cruel. I'm having an attitude. I'm tripping out. I'm throwing bricks. I'm not being intimate. My prayers going to be intimate. My prayers going to be hindered. I'm afraid. I got some things up before God. There's some things I need to see God do in my life. And that's what he said. He doesn't say this, Don, to the women. He doesn't say this to the women. He said to the men. He said, man, we need to be considerate with our wives and treat them with respect as the weaker partner, so that our prayers won't be hindered. So when there's things, we're looking for the business to explode and we're looking for things to take off. He said, my prayers can be hindered if I'm not doing this, or my prayers will be hindered if I'm not doing this. So I got to treat her with kindness. And the last thing is affection. Affection. Affirmation. Affirmation. It's important. You got to encourage her. Sometimes she feels insecure and it doesn't matter, how good she look, she want to hear from you. She feel insecure, she feel bad, sometimes you have a woman who has daddy issues or mama issues, and we'll talk about that, and it brings a different set of issues to the marriage. And you can't just dismiss her and say she crazy. Man, I can't do nothing with that. Man, she come to me all day, I don't understand this. Man, she gonna have to get it how she live. Because that's not what Christ does to her. Christ deals with her with all of her mess, with all of her craziness, with all of her inconsistency. He deals with her. And you represent Christ in her life. And she needs you to deal with her with all of her craziness, with all of her inconsistency. She needs to know that you can handle it. Yeah. Affirmation. Affirmation. I affirm you. I affirm you. You are my woman. Speak to her. Encourage her. Motivate her. And this is a side note. Get off of social media liking the next woman pictures all the time, man. If she just posts a picture and she ain't got no caption, don't like that picture. Let me give you something. If she just posts a picture, at least let her say, just was out thinking on the beach and walking down the parkway, doing this. Okay, well, I liked it. But if it's an ex, don't like the picture. If there's an ex and you're on Facebook or Instagram, do not like one of your ex's picture, period. If it's not an ex, don't go down anybody's Facebook or timeline liking pictures. If it's a female, don't do that. Because you look suspect when you do that. No, man, I do this all the time, it ain't nothing. Now, she don't want to hear that. Don't do that. You look suspect, and I got a problem with that. And maybe I was having a bad day. And maybe I'm not feeling good about myself. And maybe I feel like she looked better than me. And maybe I feel like her hair is longer than mine. And I got to be wise to that too. And I'm not doing that. 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 I'm not I surveyed some of the women, and this is some of the things that they said. I asked the question, you know, what's some of the things that if we had a group of men and God, whatever you said that you wanted, God would actually do that thing that you said that you wanted to take place, what would it be? So this straight from women of God. What are the women of God looking for the men of God to do? The single women, married women, they say, I want the man to lead. So she said, I'm looking for a leader. I want him to lead. I don't need him not leading. I don't need him, whatever you say. You know, I mean, you can't make up a decision. You can't make your mind up. It's just, it's whatever. Wherever you want to go. Where we going this summer? Wherever you want to go. Where we going to eat? Wherever you want to eat. I don't know. She wants somebody that's going to lead. She said, listen, now I told you, like Jezebel and Ahab, look, she understands. She know how to lead. And she know how to control. And if you don't lead, she will. But really what she wants is somebody that can lead. Not somebody that can rule, but somebody that can lead. Not somebody that can dictate, but somebody that can lead. Jesus didn't dictate, Jesus led. And Jesus led so much to where he got down and washed his disciples' feet. He was a servant leader. That's how we lead men of God, by serving. So she want a man to lead. I want you to lead. Leadership is influence. I want you to lead. You're not leading. You're the head, but you're not leading. And it's hard for me to follow you. And I know I'm supposed to follow you, but you're making it very difficult for me to follow you because you keep getting us in trouble. You keep getting us messed up. You keep getting us in financial debt. You keep doing things and making bad decisions and making bad moves. And it's frustrating because there's a tension and I know what to do and you don't want to listen. And it's frustrating. So she wanted to lead. She wanted a man with vision. A man with vision. Where's your vision? Where are we going? This is where we are, but I want to know where we're going. I want to know where we're going. I'm telling you, this straight from the women. Where are we going? I know we're in a rut, but where are we going? I know we're in trouble, but where are we going? I get in this foxhole with you. If you got a compelling enough vision, I get in the foxhole with you. We can eat sardines and crackers together. We can eat ramen noodles all month. If you can let me know and assure me that this time next year, baby, we're going to be eating folks spotlight. This time next, so we eat it right now. We on stamps right now, but you check us out next year. Yeah. That's what she's looking for. She's looking for a man who got goals. Where are your goals? Where are the goals for the house? I don't really set goals because what I'd like to do is, man, where your goals at, bro? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Where we going? Because I'm getting stagnant. Where the kids going? Where are we going? I need to see, because see, it's tempting when I see another guy who got goals, when I see another guy who has vision, when I see another guy who's getting his family and they're progressing and they're moving forward. It becomes a struggle. And I have to kill my flesh, just like you have to kill your flesh when I'm not being involved with you intimately. I got to kill my flesh when I'm seeing all of this from them and you not. Y'all, I know y'all, you can't clap that. You can't. I need somebody that's not timid. I don't want a timid man. You timid. You say something. Have some backbone. Hold your chest out. Speak up. Talk. Cast vision. Hold it down. No, we ain't going to do that. Listen, one woman was like, and there was a couple of them, they were struggling because they didn't really know how to phrase this, Angela. They didn't know how to communicate what I'm about to say, but it was just, I don't know how to say this, but she said, I need somebody that's not afraid to put me in check. You understand what I'm saying? Not rough me up, not abuse me, but put me in check. They say, hold on, whoa, we ain't doing that. We're not spending that. This is the goal, and this we said we're going to do, and this how we going to do it. Hold up, baby, hold up. I know you want to go to Folks Spot today. We can't go to Folks Spot today. We got to go to KFC today, because in January, we're going to be able to go to Folks Spot, wherever you want to go in January. I need somebody, and not, well, you wanted to do it, so I won't let you do it. You're going to have an attitude, and you're going to choose. I need somebody that's going to be able to be strong enough to hold me down, that's not going to walk around here timid, that's going to be able to put me in check. She said, I need somebody that's a good communicator. That's a good communicator. So this is the consensus of women. Like, I want somebody that can communicate. And you may not be the best communicator. I'm not going to dog you because you're not the best communicator. But I need you working on your communication skills and talking back to me. And communication ain't just you talking. Communication is you listening. I talk a lot. When I'm counseling, when I'm communicating, when I'm in meetings, I am a listener. When I'm with staff, I listen to the staff. When I was coaching, I listen to the other coaches. I listen to the players. When we're in meetings, I'm listening. What is the team thinking? When I'm with my wife, I'm listening. What are you thinking? I make the final decision. Communication. I need somebody that's going to communicate, that's going to talk to me, that when I text, you text back, that have some conversation about yourself. You just one, yeah. No. Talk to me. Communicate with me. Show me that you're into me. Because what she's thinking that, wait a minute, now you cheated before or you have a past. You mean tell me you done slept with all these women in your past and you did it by not saying nothing to them? I know all of them weren't just freaks and they just went. You had to say something to them. Tell me what you was telling them. Spit some game to me. Talk to them. Tell me I'm cute and I'm fine. Ooh, baby. Pop me on my, come on, dude. On. See, sometimes you just got to pop them and then just leave out the house. You ain't pop them in the line. No, I'm ready to have sex. Pop them and just, I'll see you later on. And she like, why you do that? Where you going? What time you got to be there? Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Non-sexual, like I don't even want. I'm just chilling. And then she'll start texting you. What time you coming home? Yeah. I just see her over there. She's just like, Chad, you gonna get something started and just chill? Chill. Just chilling. She needs somebody to be, her man to be sensitive. I need you being sensitive to my needs. I don't need you being macho all the time, but be sensitive. Be sensitive to my needs. Let me see, a softer side of you. Let me know that you trust me and that you can talk to me and express your hurt and your pain, things that you're going through. She said, I need a man that's a hard worker, not rich, but can take care of her. I need you ain't got to be rich, but I need you to be able to take care of me though. You got what I'm saying? I can work as well. You ain't got to have all the money in the world, but I need you're a hard worker. You going to make some, shake some. You going to cut grass. You going to cut hair. You going to do garbage. You going to do something, but you're not going to allow us to be broke and stay broke. And you're going to be responsible enough that if you ain't got the money, you ain't going to go out and get in no trouble and go to jail and you not be here anyway. One woman said, I need him to be socially aware, be able to speak to something, not just knowing when the next rap CD coming out. Ooh. Socially aware, know how to talk about some other issues, like what's going on in the world. You ain't got to be super duper smart, and you ain't got to know everything, but just know something else besides what time the game started. I need when you speak, I don't need to be embarrassed when you speak. When we out eating with my friends, I don't want to dominate the conversation because if he says something, we going to sound like some idiots. And they're going to be like, he looked fine and he looked cute and he looked like he got it going on, but we opened his mouth, my God. You couldn't do no better than that. So you over there like, babe, please don't say nothing. Please don't say nothing because you don't know nothing about nothing. Know what you're talking about. Don't just blurt stuff out. Just if you don't know anything, don't just say something. Don't just talk. Some people just laugh for nothing. Just talk for nothing. Just oh yeah. My cousin, he's from kin to Tony Romo. Where you, bro? Yeah, Tony Romo played golf with Tiger Woods. Tony Romo, he played football, man. Just blurt stuff out. And she just looking like, Jesus, what I done got myself into? This joker here. And she know you a flogger. She know. Don't let your wife know you a flogger, man. Stop being a flogger. She know you lying. That ain't how that went. That ain't what happened. If she say something, she violating. And she just like, it didn't go down like that. Bless the name of Jesus. One woman said, know that you are a king and walk in your authority. She said, know that you're a king. She said, I want my future husband to know that he's a king, and I want him walking in his authority. Walk in the authority. I want you to walk in the authority that God has given you. Be a man of God. Don't be the little weak man. Be a man of God. Serve like a man. Sing like a man. Come to church like a man. Worship like a man. You are a man of God. Walk in your God-given authority. You are a king. Now behave such as a king. Behave like I want you behaving like a king, because you're a king, and you're not acting like a king. You're acting like a peasant. I need a man in authority, but under authority. See, you always talk about you the top dog, but you don't submit to nothing and nobody else. When she see you submitting, it's easy for her to submit. So she want to see that you are under authority. You can be in authority, but you're also under authority. See, when you tell me, man, yeah, man, a man just like me, that disgusts her. He's a man just like you, but he is a leader, and he's our spiritual leader, and he's our pastor, but he's a man just like you. Yes, he's a man just like you, and you never compare, and he's your husband, and he's your number one. But you got to understand, men of God, that when she see that you submit, it makes it easier for her to submit, because you show her how to submit. You show her how to submit. I don't understand fully, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway, baby. So what it tells her is, even when you don't understand fully, you go ahead and do it anyway, baby. Y'all, that's another session. Don't take her for granted. Y'all talk this, women. Y'all said, don't take her for granted. All the stuff that I do, don't take me for granted. Because I don't know what it is. We done been married 10, 15, 20 years, and you think that you know, that it's just automatic. I got feelings too. I got a life too. Do not take me for granted. I ain't talking about, and I ain't trying to leave and go nowhere else and go outside this marriage, but value me, appreciate me. Let me know. When I cook you dinner, say, I appreciate that, baby. Thank you. Whenever she does anything, when she give me a cup of water, if she cook whatever, if she brings some fast food home and I get it, thank you, baby. I appreciate you, baby. And always communicate that. Do not take her for granted. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate your service. I appreciate how you raise our kids. She needs to know that. She needs to hear that from you. Because with women, men, the enemy is trying to rip their life out, trying to rip their soul out. They can be the prettiest thing in the world, but the enemy is telling them that they're ugly. Do you understand what the enemy is telling them that they're ugly? They trying to compare it to other women. They say they less than, they walk in insecurity, and they can be the most beautiful thing walking. But you have to be the one to remind them of you are beautiful, you are lovely, you are wonderful, you are a great mother. The devil telling them that you ain't a good mama, you ain't a good wife, you ain't a good nothing, you good for nothing. That's what the devil is constantly speaking to them. And you got to be the one to rebuke that enemy and tell her you are an awesome woman, you are an awesome wife, you make awesome decisions. You tell her that early in what? Awesome. Bless the Lord. Amen. Remember special days. Just a giving special days. Remember that. Make sure that you're creating family time. Make sure that you're creating family time. Make sure that you're creating time for her. Make sure that there's a date night. Make sure that there's a date night. Make sure that she's priority. Make sure you're creating time. She want to see you with the children sometime. She want to see, and not just with the children, because sometimes you'll be with them just so you ain't got to be with her. It's like, I want you to be with them, and I want you to be with me as well. I want you to be with them. I want you to be with all of us, and I want you to just be with me alone. See, we're gonna change this thing. See, because see, is we fighting against the woman because she ain't giving us sex. She fighting against us because we're not giving her affection. And we got to say, look, it does not matter, Pat. We got 100 to 0. I give 100, you give 0. It does not matter. My responsibility, Ernest, is to give 100. And her responsibility is to give 100 as well. But if she only gives 0, I'm not going to be concerned about her 0. I give 100 regardless of what she gives. Now, what if we all act like that? What if you say, I'm going to give 100? And she giving 0. But if you keep giving 100, she's going to give 10. You keep giving 100, she's going to give 30. You keep giving 100, it's going to keep on increasing. And eventually she's going to give that 100. And if she don't do it, keep giving 100. I challenged one woman of God with this. I said, so what if he's doing these things and you still got an attitude? What if he's doing these things and you still won't be intimate with him? What if he's doing these things? What should he do then? I mean, you just won't do right. Y'all done listened to the sermon. Y'all done went back over it. Y'all done talked. Y'all done went to counseling. What do you do then? She said this. Oh, my God. It blessed me, too, because I was like, I got you on this. She said, fast for me. Y'all, fast for me. Go on a fast. Go before God. Lay on your face. Talk to my daddy about me. Go on your face. Fast for me. Let me. How bad you want it? Yeah. Because you ready to quit it and throw in the towel, and I'm going to sleep with somebody else because she ain't sleeping with me. I'm going to watch this internet because she ain't sleeping with me. I'm going to take care of myself since she won't take care. See, because you saying that since you won't take care of me, you shouldn't have a problem with somebody else taking care of me then. But you're not saying that, but that's what's in your mind. And that's what your friends saying. And that's what they're saying on social media. And that's what the enemy is speaking to you. If she won't meet this need, then get the need met somewhere else. And you got to cast that down and say, no. I'm going to fast and I'm going to pray. I ain't going nowhere if she never do anything with me. I'm going to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. I'm going to stand still until something happens. She says she wants her man to have confidence. Confidence is a feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something, a firm trust. She says she wants you to have confidence. Confidence in yourself. Confidence in your ability. Confidence to know that we're going to get out of this. Confidence in God. She needs to see that. Men of God, when your wife see that you have confidence, it does something to her and it does something for her. When you lack confidence, when you just go through, and not that you can't have a season in your life where you're going through trials. I'm not talking, but just you're a man that lacks confidence. It's confidence. If you're playing sports, it's something about somebody that has confidence. In other words, somebody that got some swagger about themselves. Somebody that has something about themselves. She said, I want to feel a belief, a feeling of belief that you can do something well or succeed at something. A feeling of belief that a feeling or belief that someone or something is good or has the ability to succeed in something. I want you to have confidence. That's what the women of God said. I'm going to say this and we're going to say amen. It's a man by the name of Nabal in the Bible. Nabal was a man who was a rich man, and Nabal had some shepherds that watched over the field. And when they watched over the field, David's men allowed them to serve at their capacity. And when they allowed them to serve in their capacity, they didn't charge them anything. They just let them serve in the field. So David came back because David's men were hungry. And he sent some men to Nabal, who was a rich man, and said, listen, we served you, we took care of you, we protected you, and we didn't let anything happen to you. So give us something to eat. Nabal said, man, who is this David? Who is this man? Who is this Joe? Man, what you think? Who you supposed to be? I'm not giving y'all anything. So word got back to David. And when word got back to David, David was upset. And David said, I'm going to kill Nabal. Because Nabal going to be low down. Nabal have the means and neighbor won't give it to me, I'm going to kill him. So word got back to Abigail, neighbor's wife, who was a wise woman. And she heard what trouble neighbor had put her family in. She heard that this man here is gotten us in some more trouble. Now, not only is he going to die, all the men going to die. Because when David said he was going to do something, David did what he said he was going to do. So David had the men boat. He ready to roll. We finna take care of this business. When Abigail got the word, she came to David. She got off of her beast and she kneeled down before David. And she began to speak to David as a wise woman and said, don't kill my husband or the men. See, his name is Nabal, and Nabal means fool. So he a fool anyway. So don't mess up your name and your reputation by killing this fool that's getting ready to die anyway. Because he's going to do something stupid and he's going to die anyway. David chilled and pretty much let him know, look, man, if it weren't for you, this man would be dead. A little bit after that, the man had a heart attack. And 10 days later, he died of a stroke. But it was her wisdom that kept David from killing her husband. Men, we can't be neighbors in our family to where our decisions have us in a rut. Our poor decisions have us messed up. Our poor decisions have other women calling our phone. Our poor decisions have other women coming to our job. Our poor decisions. Because we Nabal, because we a fool. And Nabal was a rich man, but Nabal kept his family messed up. Because he was a rich, cheap, low-down fool. Now, if you're going to be a cheap, low-down fool, don't be a broke, cheap, low-down fool. Nabal had money. And don't let your wife look at you how Abigail looks at her husband. And she can't say anything because Nabal is her husband. But you don't want your wife saying, my God, I am in this marriage, or I am in this bondage, or I am in this place with this neighbor who I can't tell anything to. He won't submit to anything and anybody. He got his own ideology. He make his own decisions. We can't advance and move forward. And if I say something, he gonna think that I'm attacking him because he's sensitive and act like a little, Pastor told me not to say that about him. But maybe she's saying that, baby, you ain't Nabal. But I can identify with what he's saying. What you do, your role, how you get down, how you lead, has us in this place. I need those things. I need affirmation. I need intimacy. I need security. I need affection. I need love. And how about we both say, you know what? I'm going to give 100. If he doesn't give anything, I'm going to do my part. See, she needs to be filled up throughout the day. She needs to be filled up. And when she's filled up, then she can release. He needs to release so he can fill up. Y'all ain't gonna church with me. Y'all not gonna church with me. If he releases, then he can focus on filling you up. Y'all ain't gonna church with me. If you say my responsibility is to make sure that he release, he's gonna be focusing. I can, because I'm, my God, This is, oh, now I can fill you up. So that's what you do, ladies. And men, if she's filled up, she can make sure that you're released. But how can she give? She ain't got nothing. You asking her, you ain't filled up. She operating on fumes. She had a rough day at work. The devil telling her this. She ain't telling you about what's going on in her health because you don't listen to her and you're going to try to give her advice and try to tell her what she should do and what she shouldn't have done. And I told you to do this the first time. Had you done this? And so there's no intimacy with you. And I still got a responsibility. And you want me to lay down and it feels like I'm being taken. It feels like I'm being molested. It feels like I'm being abused. It feels like I'm being raped. And I don't like the feeling that I'm feeling. But I do it because that's my responsibility. So let's create a win-win. So I make sure that she win. And if I make sure that she win, I'm going to eventually win. I make sure that he win. You make sure that he win, you're going to win. I do commit myself to you. I do commit myself to filling you up. I do commit myself to giving you affection. I do commit myself to being intimate. And men, it's difficult for us. So we have to learn. And we have to read, and we have to watch, and we have to study, and we make mistakes, but we get back up and we do it. And man, we didn't have a class. Nobody showed us. This wasn't modeled before us. You know what we saw? It was cool to watch porn. It was cool to touch yourself. It was cool to have sex with all these different women. We didn't have to do this. But now, I'm on this side. And if I want to operate as a kingdom man and have a kingdom family, then these are things that I need to learn. Because maybe, just maybe, it hadn't been all of her. It hadn't been, she just won't do it. Maybe there's some things that we discussed on today. But she said, baby, this is what I've been trying to articulate. This is what I've been needing. This is what I've been desiring. I need you. And I don't want to go outside. And I'm not going outside because that's not an option. But I don't want to feel as if I'm in bondage. Because you put people before me. And see, ladies, you make sure that you never put him in a situation to where you make him feel that he has to choose. You understand? I want you to hear this. Because see, if he feels that he's with a woman that is making him choose between him and his son from another marriage, he's looking at the type of woman that he has. Who would do this? Why would you even put me in a situation like this? To where he has to sneak to take care of his son. You should encourage him to take care of his son. You should encourage him to take care of his daughter. You should encourage him. You should get behind him. You should support it. You should let me go with. I want to be a part of her life. And she may not like me because I'm not her mama, but I want to be a part of her life. And you do everything in your power to embrace that and to make that happen. Opposed to, I gotta play sneak and over here and over here. And I gotta be a man. And I gotta be a leader. And I gotta sit both parties down and say, listen, this is how this is gonna be. Listen, man, I love my mama. Y'all understand? Listen, I love that lady. I love her. I love her. When I left my mama and cleaved to my wife, she became number one. You understand? And it don't take nothing from my love away from my mama. I love her. You understand? More than MJ, more than Madison, she's number one. And she feel it. And if there's tension or beef, I sit her down and talk to her like about my mama. If it's, mama, I talked to you about my wife. If there's it, I got to step up and be a man because I need them. I need them communicate because, mama, I'm in love with that woman. And woman, I love that woman back there. And we going to coexist. And we going to love each other. And she ain't going to eat Christmas dinner somewhere else because we can't get along. We going to get along up in here. But But I can't be afraid to address things and talk about things and sit people down and let her know my heart, that is my heart. You don't make this difficult for me. Don't put me in this situation. And if she violate or do something that she ain't supposed to do, even if she don't, well, it should have been. One day she did my daughter hair. Did my daughter hair. She did her hair, gave her a perm, and my daughter was like 1. And she was 3. And she did it without her permission because my mama was just irritated like this hair. She got her daddy hair. And she ain't doing nothing about it. We're not gonna give her a perm. So she kept her one day, and my mama then gave my daughter a perm. She feeling some kind of way. She feeling like, and she's trying to, what is this man? My husband, my leader, my king, my macho man, my man that walks, what is he gonna do about his mama? I'm gonna see what he gonna do. I'm gonna say, well, baby, you know what I'm saying? She just, she a beautician, she know what's best. Wrong answer. Well, baby, you know what I'm saying? We gonna, I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna let her know. Wrong answer. Well, baby, you know what I'm saying? Just chill out with it. Hey, sweetie, I got it. I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna handle it. Yeah, come on. That's what she wanted. Men of God, she want to hear from you. I'm gonna handle it. Hey, mama, that ain't it, mama. Well, she just needed, baby. She needed. I ain't gonna hurt. I've been doing her. Understand? That's that woman's child, mama. But I mean, it's mama. Listen. That's our daughter, and it's our responsibility to raise her. You raised me, mama, and we gonna raise her. So if you don't like some things about how we raise her, then you just don't like it. But that was out of order and out of line. We don't do that, mama. So when and if you keep her again, that cannot happen. Because you causing tension in the house, and you don't want it to be tension because you love me so much, mama, because I'm your baby boy, and you love me so much that you don't want tension in my house. This causes tension. This causes friction. And then they go out and they hang out and they go to breathe together and they kick it and they go to Red Lobster together. But men, with the mother of your children, with your daughter, with your son, with your stepmom, with all, handle it. Handle it. Handle it. She's watching. It's an incident that took place the other day just with MJ, and somebody got wrong, and she didn't say nothing. She didn't know how to feel, but she saw that I handled it. I protected. You ain't got to deal with this. I got that. Not being a gangster, it's just, I got that. I'm going to handle that. Because you don't want your wife feeling like, man, why am I even married? I mean, if you're not going to handle, if you're not going to step up, if you're not going to be a man, if I still got to leave, if I still got to pay the bill, if I still got, why did I even get married? I didn't marry a man. You know the rest. Come on, give God a hand clap of praise. Come on, stand to your feet.